I hate to see a sunny day coming. Today, probably the hottest day we've ever had. Summer is truly here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today I will be reading Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. This book is my most anticipated book. Well, one of my most anticipated book of 2024. I've been wanting this book for about 3 months ever since I saw people getting ARCs. It's going to be interesting because she has male protagonists in this book. So we follow two brothers who are grieving the loss of their father, navigating life through grief, kind of like navigating their relationships, romantic relationships, and their relationship as siblings. I think both of the covers imitate the two brothers because this one, the chess is like really played in here. But then I feel like this is more the lawyer's cover. The yellow one is more of like the chess players brothers cover. I love both covers. Both covers are like stunning. I have this urge. Just gonna have my iced coffee and read this book. I'm so excited to finally pick this book up and like read it. Okay, without further ado, let's get right into this book. So I am on chapter 2, page 29. I just wanted to give you guys my first impression of this book. I have met Peter like on a full chapter and I don't like him. I don't think I like Peter very much. He spoke about Sylvia. He said she's not that pretty unless she loves. She's that kind of beauty that makes other people's beauty like excessive. And I don't know how I feel about that. And he's not forthcoming. Even how Sally writes Peter in a sense that he doesn't speak in full sentences. Like his sentences are short. Sentences are like 3 words or 4 words. It almost seems like he doesn't want to fully be vulnerable to the reader of who he is or what he fully thinks. I kind of got like the general idea. I think I do have the general idea of the relationship that he has with Naomi and the relationship that he has with Sylvia. And I feel like I would really like to dive in deeper with the relationship that he has with Sylvia, how he narrates, she makes him feel almost kind of like unbearable to him to be even close to her, because being close to her makes him have feelings and thoughts. I guess that comes with the territory of knowing someone for a very, very long time. I think I'm going to be very invested in that. But the relationship with Naomi also is kind of interesting. If she is what I think she is, then seems like having these 2 women in his life is kind of like a balance for him. It's vague. I'm sorry. I don't want to spoil it. Ivan. I like Ivan. For a person who apparently, quote unquote, or in case of this book, no quotes, who is autistic, he's very forthcoming. Maybe it's because of that. His thoughts are clear as day, but he does overthink. Being inside his head, oh damn. So far I'm liking Ivan. Not necessarily relatable, but it's just like that I like that I get to know him like that. The writing is very beautiful, as always. There's one thing that I can always rely on, it's the writing. I'm gonna make an example. In this sentence, she was basically saying don't judge a book by its cover, but a person's outward appearance does not define the boundaries of their internal feelings. She's basically saying don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, so far I am enjoying it. Let's see. Sally Rooney's sex scenes are making me shy. Page 110. When did Miss Sally Rooney start writing sex scenes like this? And they're making me shy. I feel like I should close the page and give them privacy. I have a lot to say so far. I took a 2-day break because I felt like my excitement was not making me comprehend the story. But now that I'm reading it, it's flowing and it's having a lot of thoughts, and I hope that I can translate them to like videos when I give you guys updates. Sally Rooney writing sex scenes is kind of like, Miss Sally, I'm shy. I don't think I should be reading this. It's actually interesting that I'm feeling this way. I will give you guys an update soon. 113 of this book. I think I've told you guys that this book we are following two brothers who are grieving the death of their father. And in the midst of that, one of the brothers, Ivan, he meets Margaret, who is an older woman. They start having some sort of relationship. Ivan is socially awkward, but I love it when he speaks, especially when he speaks to Margaret. He's just so open and so vulnerable. And I just love how Ivan expresses the way he feels about his father and the relationship that he kind of has or doesn't have with his mom. And then we go to Peter. Oh my God, what a frustrating character. I feel like he becomes the person that the other person requires him to be. Like when he's with Naomi, he feels the need to be hip and young, but when he's with Sylvia, there's a certain kind of calm, we are adults type of energy. I find the relationship that he has with Sylvia interesting, especially during this time in his life when he's grieving the death of his father, not knowing how he truly feels about it, because we're just seeing how he's masking everything with drugs. I think when he's with Sylvia, we get a little bit of what he is like going through. I'm just like, come on dude, we're like 100 pages in, come on, give me something. I want to talk about her writing. I love the writing, and I love what she starts with a mustard seed. It becomes this layered thing. Ivan was basically talking about his job. He feels like his job is not important in the economy of the world. It went from that to talking about climate change, the distribution of resources. I was like, damn. One of my favorite things about reading authors like Sally Rooney is I find myself a space where I constantly ask myself questions. That is my first impression so far. I'm liking Ivan more than I like Peter, but that may change. Liking it. And also the sex scenes. When did Sally Rooney start writing sex scenes like that? They felt very explicit. Coming from Sally Rooney. WTF, what the heck? Close my eyes. Anyways, those are my first impressions and like my updates, and I'll talk to you guys when I do have another update. Back with a different location. I'm in the middle of part 2. I'm really enjoying it. Sally Rooney's trademark when it comes to her writing is basically creating this intense tension between her characters. There's definitely some tension between Ivan and Peter. It needs to be a certain kind of conversation that needs to be had. Like they go around it. The book is told in third person, so we get a little bit of Margaret. And I wish we could have gotten a little bit of Sylvia. I think that would have been interesting to hear from her point of view. And this is also the first time where I feel like I want more from Sally Rooney. Sylvia's relationship with Peter, I feel like it's very important to not just the story, but also to the relationship that Peter has with his brother. I feel like if we got from her point of view, yeah, I think I would have liked it. But I can't help but to wonder if Ivan is truly happy. He sounds happy. He seems very romantic when he's with Margaret. I wonder if his dad was never sick, if his father did not die, would he still feel the same way? It's like also Peter is all over the place, guys. Yo, Peter stresses me out. It's like, also he's such a hypocrite. I feel like Sally Rooney is putting a lot of things, and I want to talk about each and every topic, but also at the same time I feel like it's too much to use just one character to talk about all of these things. That's why I wish Sylvia was kind of like involved so that it could be broken down. I feel like this is the first time I'm critical, and I don't know how I feel about it. This is perhaps the first time I'm very critical. Well, not writing, but in just how she chose to tell the story. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star, but we shall see. I think I just want to binge it right now. Though my aunt just told me that I need to cook. Does she know that I have 30 minutes? Bookmas is not easy. Hope that you guys have been enjoying Bookmas so far. So I'll talk to you guys later. want to give you guys a little bit of update. That's how far I am. I found Peter to be frustrating, but now I'm getting to see Ivan's point of view or what he feels about his brother. I still like his character and how he's portrayed, but now I get to see bits of cracks. It's like how he feels about his brother. He's very, very angry. Get it? Like, why are you so pissed at him? Like, what actually happened? I'm not sure if I shared that with you guys, but Sylvia got into an accident. It seems like Sylvia was very influential in their relationship, as I've said. And it's kind of like it was a domino effect of, because Sylvia and Peter are no longer together romantically, so as Ivan and Peter are like started fighting around those times. A bit of cracks with Ivan, but very bitter towards his brother. It left a sour taste in my mouth. Didn't like how he spoke about his brother. He was telling Margaret all of these things, and I understand maybe he's pissed about something, which made me feel sorry for Peter. I feel like he is trying to kind of like have a relationship with his brother. Seems like Ivan is not letting him. I also want to talk about how Sally Rooney has introduced the topic of God. When Margaret and Ivan are talking about God and who God is in their lives, and Margaret she sees him as a moral compass. Ivan was, God is the beauty of everything, whether he's listening to music, when he's playing chess. And he said something along the lines of, I do feel his love, when I see all of these things and have all of these experiences. And more so recently, I have felt God's love when I'm with you. And I was like, that is the most romantic thing I have ever heard. It has humanized men for me. I see these two brothers being emotional human beings, how they view women and how they view relationships, even how they view themselves. Going through ups and downs of liking and not liking this book. The last time that I talked to you guys, I was just saying it's not going to be a 5-star, but since I've been reading, I'm like, wait a minute. I guess I'll decide once I'm at the end. Another thing that I am finding interesting, the conversation of the age, which age gap is appropriate. We see Margaret struggling. This 22-year-old loves her when she is 36. She feels like at some point Ivan is going to think that he was taken advantage of. We also see that with the relationship between Peter and Naomi. Naomi is younger and Peter is older. A transactional type of relationship, but we see Margaret struggling with that because she feels like she may be taking advantage of Ivan. Ivan is just like, girl, if you don't like me, just say so. This, guys, I don't know. It's like this. But Sally Rooney has done it again. I'll talk to you guys when I do have another update. Just like that, I am done with this book. I really wanted to like this book. I really wanted to love this book, but I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. I'm slightly disappointed with that. Like, I'm highly actually disappointed in that. The writing is amazing. Obviously, Sally Rooney will always be famous for her writing. Just have countless conversations about how she has portrayed many things and how she words them and structure them to kind of make us think. I enjoyed that particular part of the book. I think overall as a plot, I think maybe sort of calculated way that she has created these characters. In the beginning, we kind of see Ivan as this colorful and like likable character, but as you go on towards the end, you find him hard to like. I didn't like how he spoke about his brother and how he treated his brother when his brother was trying. Seems like Ivan is like pushing him away. I found the influence of Sylvia's accident prominent in how their relationship was, and I didn't want the book to be this long, but I wish we could have talked more about the things that were very, very important, and I felt like were very important. Sylvia's influence into the relationship between Peter and Ivan. Ivan's sake, he feels the need to please his father even when he's dead, make good with his brother, even though I feel like I don't think Ivan likes his brother, or their father is even influencing them beyond the grave. Guys, that is all for this book. I'm so happy that I finally reread it. Yeah, guys, that is all for this video, and I really do hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and comment down below if you have read Intermezzo or if you are enjoying Bookmas. With that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.